Hey everyone! So I've recently been very interested in the field of drones, specifically using and applying different exponential technologies such as 3D printing to make them more efficient and just better in general. Now, given that I'm in an AI focus and I'm just working on a bunch of artificial intelligence projects, I've recently been really interested in determining how I can apply different artificial intelligence aspects into a drone. And I found this in a more unconventional way. So a few days ago, I was scrolling down the threads of the Arduino forums, which is essentially a microprocessor that is open sourced. And while I was scrolling down, I saw this guy who was trying to build a scratch-built drone and program it using an Arduino. And the responses were actually pretty surprising to me. I saw that a lot of the responses were that the only options that he had were to essentially build his drone and buy all the software parts himself and not be able to use an Arduino, or spend probably weeks or even months trying to create a very rough type of flight controller that probably wouldn't work that well. And so I wanted to solve this problem using multiple different technologies. So essentially, I wanted to create a interfacing platform where a Raspberry Pi can talk to an Arduino and send in flight commands that will essentially allow it to be easily programmed by a developer who is just trying to look to get into the field of drones. So essentially what would happen is the drone builder would put the program on the Raspberry Pi, and it would essentially start talking to the Arduino and send in flight commands based on some sort of input or output feedback. So there's actually several different aspects to this project that I really want to cover, especially because I feel like there's so much potential to this project, and there's so many things I can do with it. So first of all, I want to utilize artificial intelligence to implement some sort of autonomous feature which will allow it to be a lot more efficient and versatile and hopefully solve a really big problem. Second of all, I want to use IoT systems in order to have easy interfacing between the actual drone itself and a cloud which is storing all of the sensor data that is being created by a drone. And finally, I want to use 3D printing in order to create a versatile drone design that will not be able to, that is very efficient and can get the job done very quickly. So far I haven't really gotten the most progress on this project in terms of actually getting a physical product out that's ready to fly. However, I have been working a lot on a communication system that is able to interface between a computer and a Raspberry Pi. And this will allow the computer and Raspberry Pi to essentially send commands to each other. And what you can have is you can have someone that's controlling the drone using a computer, which I think is very interesting and is probably one of the first things I want to get done, just to figure out how to get all the control systems working. Second of all, I've created a drone motor test rig, which you can check out on the article that I've created. And finally, I am working on a Unity ML agents program, which will essentially train a model drone on Unity, and it will essentially have reinforcement learning features. And once it's done training, I can essentially bring it over to the real world and have it implement the same sort of control system. So yeah, I guess that's just an update for where I am at this point. And yeah, be sure to stay tuned for all the updates that will be happening on this project, and thank you.